Hi folks, Rich Pasini from rjpasini.com coming to you today to do a quick video on an item I'm selling here. I'm going to move the webcam down because I can't pick this thing up. It's a little too heavy for me to pick up, to move around. So I'm just going to show you up here. And here it is. Okay folks, I'll show you in a second. Okay. Here we have, folks, for anybody that's interested in it, I'll put it on a rag so it doesn't scratch anything up. I picked this up. It's a Rockwell circular saw. Pretty clean condition, considering it's used. It's pretty, it's vintage, from what I understand. All metal. Okay. It does not come with a blade. It's the Rockwell 346. Okay. Just going to tell you a little about the condition. I'm going to plug it in, show you that it works. Got a nice trigger hammer here, switch here. It's got a nice trigger switch. Okay. It's in pretty good condition. Again, like I said, considering it's a vintage unit. Everything works pretty much on it. This doesn't do anything as far as I understand. I think this is to hold it, which I can understand the thing is heavy. I don't know what the weight is. I got a digital scale. I'm going to weigh it up shortly before I put it on eBay. Here you have the adjustable, I guess, tray here, whatever you want to call this thing here, to move it around to get different cuts. Okay, you can move that up and down. All right, it's really nice. It's a really nice. If you're looking for a nice, heavy-duty circular saw, you might be interested in this one here. The overall condition on it, like I said, is pretty clean. It's got a nice, thick, clean cable, power cord here, really thick. And it's got over here on the side here, I don't know if you can see that, folks. It says right over here, Rockwell Model 346, 6.5 inch, no, 6.25. Wait, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Let me make sure. I don't want to give you guys the wrong information here, so I got to use my ruler here, my magnifying. 6.75 inch saw. Okay, it's heavy duty. It's 115 volt ACD, 10.5 amp. And that's what we got going on here with this here. Sorry about the folks. I got to use the I got to use the magnifying glass because even with the reading glass on, I can't see such small print, unfortunately. And this is what we got going on here. This little thing here, I think is where you put oil in there, because I took it out and it looks like you would drop oil in there. I don't know. I don't have any manuals on this here, so you're gonna have to, check on it yourself. The whole thing is all metal. It's got a metal casing in here outside of this being plastic here. You got like a little fade mark here. I don't know what it is. It just says Rockwell Manufacturing Company. I don't know if the label faded or it got paint on it or whatever the case may be. I don't know what this is. I don't really want to take it off or anything like that, but here it's in for a vintage unit. It's in pretty together condition, so to speak. It looks like it's the metal here kind of like, I don't know, like a tarnished whatever. It's got a very strong trigger. You can hear that snapping sound. It's got a heavy trigger. The only thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to plug it in, and I have to use one of these adapters here, folks, because it's the plug I have here. I have a plug by my desk. It's one of these little doohickeys, and you got to use these here because this plug don't have it. So I'm just going to plug it in like that. This circular saw does not come with any blades, so please keep that in mind. Okay, and I don't have to worry about cutting my fingers because there's no blade in here. All right, but this is what we got. I'm going to power it on. Okay, and to show you that it does work. You'll be responsible for buying your own blade, and of course your own maintenance on this thing. When I picked it up, I cleaned it up the best I can. Dusted it out. Gave it a little light cleaning with a damp towel to make sure it's nice and clean and stuff like that there. I like to make sure the items I buy are clean anyway in general, because like I said, it helps me out as far as seeing what's really going on with the thing. But I think if you're looking for a nice vintage heavy duty usable circular saw, you got one right here. Rockwell's a good make. It's like, I guess, almost in the classification of a Porter cable. So you might be interested in this here. I always thought with these here, I think on some of them, I can't swear to it, but this one here, I always thought this thing would pivot up and down, but I don't think it does, looking at it. It seems to me like it just does a straight cut, but it does move this way, as you can see. See, so keep that in mind, folks. Okay, it just goes like that. It's not one of these here. I always thought when I first picked this up, I thought it was one that, I think some of them, they have the blades, I guess the plate here, where it goes this way, up and down. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get a cut, just keep that in mind though. Okay? If you buy this here, just remember, this part does not pivot this way. It doesn't go down. Okay? So remember that. So if you get it, and later I say, oh damn, I want the one that goes up and down like this. This one does not do that. Like I said again, this thing's heavy to hold. This here I think is where you put oil in it. I think. I can't swear to it. I don't have the manual on it. This is not mine. It's pre-owned. Okay? So keep that in mind. The only thing that moves on this here is this. And this goes up and down. Okay? So keep that in mind if you buy this. Alright? Just remember that, folks, because if you're making a purchase of this item and you get it, remember, this part here, the cutting plate, whatever you want to call this here, okay, this part here, it does not go up and down. Just remember, it just goes this way. Okay, so just remember that. It folds in this way. It does not go up and down. Okay, I'm going to hit the switch on it and show you it works. As you can see, this has a strong motor. Now, I don't know, you know, maybe it might need oil. I know you hear that little noise at the end of it. I don't know how long this has been sitting around, so I can't tell you. I can't say, you know, I don't own it. But I do know one thing. It's got a strong motor, and it works really good, and I'm going to power it on again. Okay. Now that noise there, I'm not sure if it's coming from here or it's coming in there. It may need oil. Again, I don't know how long it's been sitting around, okay? But it does work good, and like I said one more time, it does have a nice strong motor. Listen to it, folks. I guess as time goes on, you use it. Who knows how long it's been sitting around? It might have been sitting in somebody. I picked this up recently, so this might have been sitting around in someone's basement or whatever, or maybe a workbench. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't something usable. But I tell you one thing, this thing is strong, and it's all metal all the way around. I mean, you know, everything's metal on it. I remember buying one. I don't know if it was I don't think it was a Craftsman. It might have been a Black & Decker. All I remember is I think the shield or something on it was plastic. On this particular one here, outside of these plastic pieces here, this is the only plastic pieces I could see is right here. This, the knob, and this is the only plastic. Everything else, all is this is metal housing, and it really is strong too. I mean, it's really a good machine if you're looking for something like this here. And that's basically all I could tell you about it, folks. But that's what we got going on. It is the Rockwell, just for yourself. If you want to look it up for yourself, maybe you could get a manual on it, whatever. It's the Rockwell 346. Okay, so that's what we got going on, folks. Anyway, let me move this back up again. This is the first time coming to my YouTube channel, or in this particular case, the landing on my eBay listing. My name is Rich Pasini. I do sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos. This is just a basic, brief demo video on this Rockwell circular saw. So if you're interested in it, please contact me with any information you may need. I'll try to supply whatever I can for you. If not, you could do your own research on it as far as manuals or whatever. You could do a Google search on it. And again, it's for the Rockwell 346 circular saw. It does take the, according to the plate back here, according to the plate back here, if you could see that close up, it's the model 346. It takes a 6 3/4 inch saw blade. It's a heavy duty. It's 100. My webcam keep focusing. I'm sorry, folks. 115 volt. It looks like here. AC, DC, and 10.5 amp. Okay. And remember, folks. Also, there is no circular saw blades included with this purchase. What you're seeing is what you're getting. You're just getting this Rockwell circular saw. And again, it is a very good unit. It's clean. Outside of like the tarnish marks on here. Aside the tarnish marks on here, as you can see here. I try to clean it. I don't know, it's probably from age. I don't know how old this thing is. So just keep that in mind, okay? And if you like what I do with these videos and you want to subscribe to my channel, let's have you as a subscriber. If you think what I do with the videos that they're helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll talk to you soon. In regards to this Rockwell circular saw. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.